morning, folks. Oh, turn the microphone, face me, so nobody complains about the sound being off. We don't want that. I'm just ending the streams there, the night streams. Oh, folks, it is unbelievably cold. I did not expect it to be this cold. I've got sweatpants on, folks, sitting in the house, plus long underwear, and I can feel a cold chill in my back. The wind is blowing snow outside. 25 below right now. Hang on here. I'm doing my administration of the live streams while I'm chatting with you. I'm not ready. I don't know when it's going to warm up here. Oh, didn't do that. Wake up. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, what a night. But I have a sense of accomplishment. So that's a good thing, you know, when you have a sense of accomplishment. I didn't do a live stream this morning with the GoPro on the head because it's snowing outside. And I was like, plus I woke up late. I was just like, oh, I just gotta go do the eggs with my new bucket, which is like huge. We probably got the same amount of eggs this morning. Gonna go to the food bank today, and I gotta clean the buildings out. But I don't know how I'm gonna do that because the ducks are gonna be inside for a while. The weather is. I'm gonna click on the weather because I haven't done anything, folks. I got up, I shower. Wind chill right now is -20. Or it could be -25, depending how the wind's blowing. So somewhere between -20 and -25 is what the wind chill is right now. So when's it going to warm up? It's not. Oh, today's going to be a cold day. All right, well, I'll be scrambling. So it looks like somewhere around the noon, 1 o'clock, the duckies will get out. I'll do a big cleaning of the barn and then put them back in. It's a cold day. Huh. I didn't know it was supposed to be cold today. But I guess I needed a break from the computer, right? -22 tonight. But good news, tomorrow, -4. And then -6. So the ducks can be outside in that one. But tonight, -22. So I got to clean the barn completely. Well, I did plan on cleaning the barn. I did tell you that yesterday, that was the plan. That I was going to do that. So, not many people joined me last night on my stream. My feelings were hurt. 12:38 at night, and not many of you were up. I was streaming, and everybody was sleeping. I fell asleep quick though. Oh, exhaustion. I was out quick, real fast. Hit the bed and out like a light, like, you know. But I got my problem completely fixed, totally. I hope I didn't make any mistakes because it was a very tedious process, and you had to pay attention because you had so many fields to fill out. So I've only been streaming for 5 minutes, Sarah? Well, it's unacceptable it takes you so long to get here. Janie, I was so tired last night. Oh man, oh man. It was just so tedious. And the thing is, their templates have so much information on them, and lines and brackets, and it's like which measurement, and it's like you gotta stare. And you gotta, okay, which one is the measurement I want? Yes, this is the measurement. So then you go in, you do the settings, and it's like, so it turned out that about 30% of them were screwed up. Not all of them, but 30%. There was a third of them that when I went to save them, the Photoshop came out and told me, I knew they were different because the Photoshop was telling me that I had to agree to save it this way because it was changing the format completely. So there was it was like a third of them were screwed up. So whoever works there in the graphics department and they posted all the templates, they did the templates and then ran them through a web compress action is what they did, and they compressed them all to 72 DPI. It was like, I just shake my head. I was like, my God. It's like, anyways, but they're fixed. It's all fixed. Everything's fixed. So now I can focus because I ran. Actually, if you saw the beginning of the stream last night, the old computer was just spinning, doing the work for me. The repetitiveness of cut and paste and all that kind of neat stuff. So all the artwork now, the templates are done. The short bus ducks black and white photo or image is in the template, and some text stuff that I've done, and now I just got to go in, and now all I have, I still got a lot to do, but it's going to go into each one of them and resize and fit the artwork within the parameters of the template, and then save it, and then boom, I can put them up and do the product on the website. The next one will be a lot better because I won't, I will not have to go through this again. This has been a major, a major job. Anyways, it's fixed. It's fixed. We're ready. So now I got to just sit down and blow my brains out doing the artwork for the products. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I'm gonna be. You guys are gonna be so sick of me talking about you. Go buy this stuff. I had a dream about it last night. All the different logos and artwork. You're gonna have like so much to choose from. Some really cool stuff too. Stuff like I said that fans have sent me that they gave me permission to use. It's gonna help us big time here. Am I raising my own ducklings this year? Rising Level. I think Rising Level's new. Are you new, Rising Level? Because that's a silly question. You must have just joined the movie here, or the show, or the series, or the season. You've just joined the season. That's what it is. You got your confirmation, Juanita? The light blue? Did you get a light one because you didn't want the heavy t-shirt for the summertime? Is that the reason? They got so many t-shirts. It's unbelievable. I can't even imagine buying all of those t-shirts because you got to buy like 100 minimum of each shirt to get a decent price. Like these ones here, I had to buy ridiculous amount. I bought a lot of t-shirts to get a decent price. Rising of yes and no. You quit watching for a while. Now my feelings are hurt. Oh, I don't believe it. But you're back, so I'm happy. I'm hatching this year. I'm going to live stream the hatch. You won't have time to watch that. The 4-day live stream of the ducklings hatching. That's what I'm going to be doing. I would need, just for t-shirts alone, folks, that like all the t-shirts they offer, I would need probably all the racking in my garage times 2 is what I would need 2 garages just to have all the t-shirts that they offer if I had to buy like 100 of each to have them warehoused. That's it's crazy what they have. It's great. You can buy any kind of t-shirt you want, right? Wait till you see this stuff, man. Watches, clocks. Oh man, it's gonna be so cool. I'm so pumped about it, as you can tell. So much to choose from, and I got stuff up my sleeve that I haven't even talked about, showed you, or anything yet. No. Keep the show going here. My eyes hurt so bad. I had to take my glasses off, folks. I'm in so much pain. Last night, I stared. I was just in a trance. I was just in a trance, like, well, you can see my eyes. Like they're like, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna make the screen bigger here, because hey, where's that setting again to do that? Hang on here. I gotta make the screen bigger, so I don't have to wear glasses to do this. I think it's 300% works. Oh yeah, 300%. Okay, so now it's like reading the iPhone. I only get to see a little bit, but at least I can see without glasses. The baby should be interesting this year because we got, the drakes, the peking drakes. I look like it. I look like I'm worn out. Yeah, I am. I'm really working hard, folks. I'm telling you, like I don't, I couldn't have a life right now. I was thinking about, it'd be nice to go do something else right now, take a little bit of break, like go visit a friend of mine, and maybe have some barley sandwiches at his place, or maybe just have some barley sandwiches here, or and I'm like, I can't, because YouTube is like unbelievable what they're doing. I couldn't believe it. I had 23. I think, you know what? And Gene's right. I think that's what it is. I think the word ducks. I think the word ducks might be code for, the word, because the D and the F are right beside each other. And I'm thinking that their algorithm is pulling ducks up and saying, that's the F word. And that's why they're flagging me. I think that's what the reason is. I think that's what it is. Because why would ducks get flagged? Instantly. Like instant. And Egg Recon gets flagged too, right? The video gets flagged, Egg Recon. I think it's because of the word recon. Recon as in, military. So it's like, oh, it's got to be some kind of conservative news channel talking about recon. Who knows? I don't know. But we're getting, it's like, and then the problem is everybody watches the videos, right when they're first released. So then, when you're flagged, you don't do anything. It's just, you're just spinning your wheels in mud, Oh, Anita. Actually, you know what I was thinking about this morning when I was laying in bed? Because I did wake up and I was laying there. I was giving Doug some love. Well, he was giving me some love too. But Doug's not too lovable right now. He's pretty focused on the critters running around the bush. When he wakes up now, he sits up on the bed and he just stares out the window, and he will not listen to me. He will not come and cuddle. He will not give me any type of affection, because all he wants to do is lay at the window on the bed looking at the window, and he's just like rigid looking like this. And you got a 135-pound dog that's just going like this back and forth with his head, because he looks out one window to look at the lake, and then the patio door to look at the yard. That movement, when he moves his head, shakes the bed, eh? Can't sleep. You're laying there and you're like, well, why am I waking up? And it's like, oh, there's the dog sitting there, and he's like, his head's going back and forth, eh? Looking like this. And he's just like, and he's so rigid. You touch his neck and it's just rock hard. It's like, dog, oh, come and give me some cuddles. And he won't. And he's just like, you kick him, you punch his bum, and it's like, come on, come and give me some love. Nope. He's sitting there staring out the window, doing his job. It's like, he's really serious about his job. Oh, really, really serious. Oh. Like, it's unbelievable, actually. This year, I think he's going to be lethal because he's so hyped. You know what he does now, folks? And what you're going to see this year with the live stream, him walking around, he just walks around barking. Like he's like a beacon. He walks around the bush just barking. Just boop, boop, like that. Letting everybody know that he's here. Jack, bears sleep in the middle of the winter, Jack. You should Google that. You never see a bear this time of year. Ever, ever, ever. Unless you get a crazy warm spell for a very long time. Doug's a fantastic dog, Bonita. He's so good at his job. He loves his job. And then he gets with the ducks and he walks so slow, you know, and he just moseys around the ducks. And it's like all he wants to do is, you know, smell the ducks. Oh, he's awesome. But then, you know, if something triggers him, look out. He's like me when he gets triggered, eh? He just goes. Yes, he is the best rotten dog ever. He is. He's really good. And he's really handsome. That's another thing. You couldn't ask for a better package, eh? We just got to get a bunch of merchandise with him on it. If I could just get a perfect shot, and it's so hard, folks. Like, it probably, I bet you if I took a camera and spent the whole day following around the yard and to get that perfect shot of, you know, when he's standing there all proud, you know, looking, tail up, you know, he's looking, but it would take, I bet you I'd have to walk around the whole day taking pictures. Because you can't do screenshots. Screenshots don't work. To get a picture of him standing there looking like he's, you know, he's proud hunting. You know what I mean? No. He doesn't watch TV at all. Not interested. But the noise triggers him, Mindy. Like if I'm playing something, you know, it's the sounds that trigger him. He doesn't care about the screen. It's the sounds. He'll hear like if there's a barking dog, or not really a barking dog, more like a door slamming. You know, like if you're watching a movie and the door slams and the surround sound, and he thinks someone's here, or the subwoofer shakes the house and he thinks something's here. That kind of thing triggers him. Oh, I should get a picture of him attacking the shovel. See, Vista, there's the problem. I'm holding the shovel. So how do I do it with the camera? That's the problem. And then by the time you turn the camera on, you lose it all. Like, you literally need somebody walking around with you with a camera to capture this stuff. It's hard. Like, I don't know, for it on the sizing of the kids. I don't have a kid. Never did. Never could figure out kid sizing. And then, like you're saying, which size is 7 years old? You know what? I've seen some kids that are the size of small football fields that are 7 years old, and I've seen some kids that look like little tiny runts at 7 years old. You can't size a kid by his age. You got to size him by his size. Measure him. That's what I don't understand. People in their kid sizes. Oh, my kid's 12. What size should he wear? I don't know. Is he fat or is he skinny? You know what I mean? Like, oh, I could have triggered somebody. You know, oh, my kid's not fat. He only weighs 135 pounds. What? You know. I remember when we had hockey t-shirts and people used to come in, oh, I need a shirt for my kid. What size fits a 6-year-old? I don't know, man. How big is your 6-year-old? Like, is he the size of my dog? You know, like, you know, like I just, oh man, it's like, oh, what size fits a 50-year-old? I don't know. It's like, oh man, sizing. It's like, wow, what size is my wife? She looks great. She's 30. What's your definition of great? Uh, you know. You forgot the huge 6. There's big 6, small 6, and huge 6. You know what I mean? All right. Measure your kid. My kid, his chest is 23 inches around, circumference, 13 inches across. What kind of shirt does that fit? Oh, that's so much easier to figure out. You know? So 13 inches across, that'd be like a small, you know? But he's 9. Well, maybe he should eat a little more. Or he might grow later. What, someone talking about editing? I can't edit anymore. Since my concussion, I forgot how to edit. Totally lost it all. It was like an eraser reset. I don't even know how to edit anymore. 1,200 videos I edited, and I have no clue anymore. That day when I got hit in the head, it was like gone. So now I had to resort to live streaming. I know how to live stream, but I learned all of that after my concussion. Where am I getting my ideas for the items in the store? Well, what do you mean, the items? No, the items are already there. We need Cafe Press determines that. They have a catalog of items. I just have to come up with artwork that fits the items. So that's the trick. Because there are going to be some things that I won't be able to offer certain types of artwork on items because it just doesn't fit, and it would be just sort of stupid to do it. So it's like unless the artwork looks good in the template, it ain't going to get made on the item. So because I want to make sure that everything I offer is of the same quality as if I would have paid hard cash myself and then resell it. So there is a certain level of quality that I'm going by here, because I want to make sure that when I rob you of your hard-earned cash, you are happy. You know, I want you to be happy that I took all your money. That's the plan. So you come back and give me more money the following month when you discover, oh, I like this. So the secret is to come up with new stuff. So new artwork, which I got lots. I got all kinds of artwork. How much do I actually get? Actually, Janie, it's a really good deal. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to be honest with you so you know, because this is all about raising money for the show. Not going to lie. Not going to lie. Not going to make things up. I'm not going to fib and say, oh, I'm only making 20%. No. 45% of all prices go straight to the Duck Adventure. Okay? It's a hell of a great deal. It's a serious fundraiser. Serious fundraiser. It's not, I'm not getting like, oh, 20%. It's 45%. So when you're buying something at the store, you're actually helping the store in a huge way. Huge way. Not as good as this deal is, me mailing the t-shirts, but I have to own all the t-shirts and fill my garage up and do all that kind of stuff. So, so I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say, oh, I only make a little bit. No, I don't lie. So because I want you to buy lots of stuff. And there will be times that I will do, when I'm really hurting for cash, that I'll be doing sales, and then we'll do limited sales. I have the ability to go in and we can do sales and say, like right now, go in, it's on sale because I need some more cash to keep the show floating here. Because this is what it's going to be all about, folks. I'm going to sell merchandise. That's what I'm going to do to float this show. I am giving up completely on YouTube ad revenue. I've had enough. I can't take it anymore. It's too depressing. So at least this I have control over. So, and I gave you something back. Cool. Because I'm really, really honestly, like I am putting 110% into coming up with this artwork for the products, so that it looks good. This is not a schlocker where I took a web logo and, but I'll show you one example. Okay, so this is an example. Fans sent this to me. I love this show, so it's nothing about the show, but you can tell that they put no effort into this, okay? So this image here, okay, is a web 72 DPI image. Look how blurry that is, okay? It's not sharp, all right? This is unacceptable in my books, all right? That is unacceptable because their printing technology, and Inga, you probably can verify this because you got your mug. How sharp is your mug picture compared to this. Let's see what Inga tells us. Okay? And plus, they only put it on one side, okay? This print job, he could have put a logo on this side, but he was lazy and only put one image up, okay? So what he needed to do was take the logo, the template, and put this artwork on one side and then on the other end of it. See, Inga, super sharp, okay? Compared to this, Inga, what do you think? Tell me. I hope you're on a keyboard, not a touchscreen, so you can answer us faster here. But that is like a 72 DPI image put onto a high resolution print job. And I will not have that here. Big difference. See, Inga's there you go. And I'm not paying her to say that either, folks. I'm not paying Inga to say this. She's in the Netherlands. I'm in Canada. She could say anything she wanted. So I want to have quality items, you know, that when you buy it and you get it and you're going like, yeah, you know, I paid $30 for this, but you know, look how good it looks like, you know. I want you to cry if you break it. Not because it cost $30, but because it was beautiful, you know. That's what it's all about. So and that's why I'm taking my my time to do a good job. So that's why yesterday I redid everything, because I could have just said, oh, the hell with it and put it up, but no, I didn't. It was time to delete all my work and start over and redo it so that it's quality. Because I didn't want to be like those aprons. For example, the aprons last night, I looked at them, I was like, they look terrible. And then when I found out the problem, I was like, oh, I wonder how many others are like this. And it turns out, yeah, there was lots. But anyways, I didn't want you to like buy an apron and go, oh, look at the print, it's all blurry. Don't want that. They give you parameters. They give you a template size. They give you the dimensions. They give you the DPI. If you supply that exactly to them, it will be perfect. Okay? And that's the deal. So that's how they guarantee. And here's something else. How many people are here so I can tell you this news? I didn't know this. I discovered this yesterday. Hang on. How many people are here? Let me just take a look. Oh, I can't even tell. Hang on here. I got the screen. We get 81 people. Yeah, that's good enough. So anybody, I'm going to tell 81 of you right now. And if anybody ever asks, you can tell them this, okay? I didn't know this, all right? They offer a 30-day return policy if you're not happy, because I don't get any money until the 30 days is elapsed. So like all the sales, they don't give me anything until 30 days from the day the product goes to the customer. And then if you don't return it because you're not happy with it, then I get paid. That's how serious these guys are about their quality. Okay? So if anybody ever asks, like, oh, what if I'm not happy in the chat? You got a 30-day return, and I don't get paid until the 30-day window's closed. Okay? Because of chargebacks. Because obviously if you send it back because it's no good, they got to charge me back. No. So that is really not, I wasn't upset. It's like 30 days before I get paid after, the sale. But, hey, I don't know if their dishwasher's safe. What does it say on the bottom? Let me just take a look. Usually printed mugs are, I've never had one not handle it. It doesn't say on it. But I wouldn't take the risk. It's not a big deal to wash one mug, is it, Inga? Especially a prize duck mug, Yeah, the print job on this just sucks. You can tell it's a web logo, eh? They took the web. It's just bad. Could have been so much better. You can see the blue is not sharp at all. You can actually see a little bit of white. Actually, I don't know if you can see it. You can actually see a little bit of white coming through the blue, and that's because it's 72 DPI. There's not enough blue dots to white out the background. That won't happen on stuff that I do because I'm doing it right. I've done this printing stuff before. I got about 30 years experience in it with businesses, so I know what I'm talking about. So I hand wash my mugs. I hand wash everything. So that 30-day deal, that's a good deal. I think that is. That just shows you that they're not going to print garbage. That they're serious about doing a good job. So if I supply good artwork and they do a good print job, you're going to be happy, and then the Ducks get 45% of the money, and it helps float the show here, and then YouTube can go jump off a cliff with their ad revenue. I'm not going to be a slave to the Google AdSense and worry about it. Lester, be careful on the emojis, you'll get timed out. You're going to trigger me, especially when I got the screen at 300%. All I can see is strawberries right now. You're literally a third of the chat right now on my screen, Lester. Well, I'm doing chat in 300% zoom here, so because I don't have glasses on, because I'm in a lot of pain today, because I'm extremely tired. So I burned her hard. I'm so proud of myself. I got it all fixed last night. I was so pumped. I wasn't stopping until it was done, folks. Oh man, I'm seriously driven on this project. But you couldn't ask for a better time of year, right? Like sitting in the house, I could be just sitting on the couch getting drunk. Pretending that I'm sick or something, take a break. I'm doing something constructive. Oh. Miss Bailey, are you not listening, Miss Bailey? It doesn't matter how many subs, there's no revenue because there's no ads. Are you not listening, Bailey? There is no ad revenue. It doesn't matter. Bailey, I could have 150,000 subs and I'd still be in trouble. Okay? That's how bad the ad revenue is. Oh, Jasmine says her mug from Cafe Press works. How's Jasmine doing? 4 years of dishwasher laziness. Wash it by hand, Jasmine. More million people to watch the. Yes, that's right, Bailey. Right, we got to focus on buying, not ad revenue. So, I got to get some signs made up too for the background of the streams to buy. Buy your duck merchandise today. I'm gonna get some signage made up first to get the site working, and then we're just gonna be like buy. I'm gonna be walking around with a Visa card tattooed to my forehead, just to remind you, go buy. I gotta get some more coffee. I got the egg situation happening here. This is the day before eggs. This is yesterday's eggs, and then I've got this over here to wash. Here, and then I've got like 30 dozen, 28 dozen in the back room. It's going to be a good load to the food bag today. Good load. They're open 3 to 6 today. So I gotta get there. But I gotta clean the barns out and the goose shed. Everybody needs to clean it today. Shirt transfers still in the future. What do you mean? Like I buy a shirt and I transfer it over to you? That's 3 days worth of eggs sitting on my counter. I must have missed part of the conversation here while I was showing you eggs. Transfers for shirts. They don't offer transfers, Dale. I only can give what they have. So you have to buy their shirts with it done. And transfers don't last. They don't last. Iron-on transfers, they come off fast. Well, Juanita, think about this. If they offer a 30-day guarantee return happiness on the print job, they ain't printing garbage. You can't build a company that prints 300,000 items a day and have stuff coming back if you want to stay in business. You know, you can't. And offer a 30-day return. So like you buy a T-shirt, wear it a couple weeks, wash it a couple times, then you look at it, and then send it back. Oh, the print job's all garbage on it. I think they're using the same technology as this. I do. I think it's the exact same as this. And considering this shirt's probably be washed, I don't know, 20 times at least. You know, because in the summertime I wash them every day. I don't wash them in the winter every day because I don't wear them against my skin because I wear a t-shirt underneath. But in the summertime every day. So I'm thinking like this thing's been washed at least 25 times. I wash in warm water because of the duck poop. I don't wash them cold because I want my clothes clean after you're playing in duck poop. And I use the dryer. In the summertime I hang them outside, but it's like, it's still a pretty good print job, considering how much has been worn. So I'm thinking they're using the same technology. There probably is. Probably everybody's using. Anybody that's big, that's doing this stuff, they ain't silk screening. They're using inkjet. They have truck magnets, Jack. Get one for your truck, Jack. Yes, if you wash them inside out, they do last longer, Virginia. They do. Why do I think egg production is higher this year? Well, I don't know. Maybe it's because I went from 60 females to 105. Do you think maybe that would be a deal? Because it's pretty hard to get 72 eggs out of 60 females a day. I'm thinking maybe it's probably because I added 50 new females. Maybe, potentially, possibly. They could have something to do with it, the increased production. I know it's a hell of a lot of eggs. Do you think maybe Virginia? They're not those females. I know one thing: since egg production has been going up, food consumption is going up. Because this morning I looked, and both feeders are seriously destroyed. So they're eating more eggs or eating more feed since the production has gone up. I've noticed a difference, especially like since we were only collecting like 48 eggs. To the 72, I noticed a big difference in the food. Actually, Jasmine, I came up with a nice little saying to add to the t-shirts and the logos, but I'm going to do it sparingly because some of it doesn't fit in the artwork. I'm not going to just haphazardly place it, but I came up with some helping feed the homeless since 2014. And some products will have that on it, some won't. Depends of the artwork, if there's room for it. If the template, it all depends on that. I'm not going to just put it on everything. Because I want a certain amount of artistic value in the products. I want you to wear it and say, that it's fashionable. It's not just a tacky, look at that sign on you. You know what I mean? Alex must be new. He's taking jabs at me. You won't last long here, Alex. You're gonna take jabs at people, me or anybody in the chat. You'll get banned. Hello, Patty. Goodbye, Patty. Oh. I haven't looked at the phrases. I've been a little busy with this stuff. You people have no concept of time. It's like yesterday, did you get the fan put in yet? It's like, I'm one man. I'm one man. I don't know what it is. Do you think I'm a miracle worker? I'm one single individual, and my days are only 24 hours long, and I like to have about 8 hours of it laying horizontally in my bed is the perfect day. So that doesn't leave me a lot of time left, you know. Like, like it's just like, no, I know you think I can do anything, but you know what? It's like it's the pressure. Oh, did you get that done yet? Oh, is the fan in? Did you read all the phrases? It's like, give me a break. I've been giving you guys a play-by-play action of what I'm going through here, setting this store up, and it's like, do you think I have time for anything else? Dale's got a question. What do I hope to get in monthly sales? A freaking ton. And what's the break-even point? I don't know how you come up with that one. There is no break-even point, Dale. I get paid commission on sales. How do you do break-even on that one? I think Dale joined the stream late and he doesn't know how it works. I can only do so much, man. It's hard. You people have no idea. And I'm thinking about this summer. I've got some ideas this summer. Oh, I'm working on something that I'm thinking. I've got some ideas. I'm talking to my internet service provider because I'm thinking about this. We know how hard it is to capture the ducks here. You know how they move all over the place. Well, I've been in contact with the company that I originally bought my encoders from on Vancouver Island, and they've cut me a deal if I take their last 4 encoders, if I take them. So I'm looking at that option right now, and what I'm thinking of is running permanent locations all around the property, because now we know where the ducks are going to be. They're either going to be in the pen, they're going to be in the yard, or they're going to be at the Magoon. More likely the Magoon. So I'm thinking about permanent locations for the cameras running hardwired. Exactly, Jack. Thank you for ruining it, Jack. Letting it out of the bag there. And running network the whole bit. No screwing around with this wireless stuff. Because I never have problems with the hardwire stuff. So I'm looking at this option right now because I would like to have it so that it's hardwired. So that it's just, you know, like you can come onto the channel and it's like, you like, oh, I want to see what's going on in the, you know, in the pen. I want to see what's going on at the Magoon. You know what I mean? Like totally, the total coverage. So I sent an email out to my internet service provider to talk to up my bandwidth upload. So he's working on a price to see if I can do this, because I can run 5 streams if I knock them back to 5 megabits. So 5 streams, knock them back. I can run 5 continuously right now, but 5 doesn't cover everything. But 5 could be, it means we'll have dark zones. But if I ran 8 at once, you know, so you will can go everywhere. Yeah, I'll need more cameras. Cameras are the cheap part. They're like, you can pick up used cameras to do this job. Like seriously, I can pick up a used camera for, I don't even have to buy the cameras I have. I can get away with like, you know, $200 cameras. So it's the encoders I got they offered me the deal on if I took the last 4 encoders. You know the silver color t-shirt, Inga? I just saw something, you know, if it was done with no white, it was just black lines. Take the white completely out of it. That would look awesome. Be a little bit of work, Photoshop, but so that's my, I've been thinking about this because last year it killed me. That was the hard part. Like I remember days of chasing the ducks around with the cameras, and you guys didn't get to really see because it was so hard to keep the cameras on the ducks, and it was like, it was just brutal. Like I remember days where that's all I did all day was run around moving cameras, run around moving cameras. You know, so it was like I want to get rid of that problem. So I can just no YouTube. You can stream, just go crazy, stream. I can have 8 streams going. If I had the bandwidth, the only stop me from streaming is bandwidth. So, you know, so that's what I'm working on in my head, planning out. But it's hardwire, like running network the whole bit, and no screwing around anymore. And just, you know, try to give you guys the total package. You know, like you could go from like, oh, I'm looking at the ducks in the barn, you know, and like, oh, little cute ducklings in the barn. Oh, let's go see what the Magoon looks like. Oh, look at the Magoon. There's ducks playing in the Magoon. Oh, there's some ducks in the pan. Like no matter, camera set up absolutely just wired for sound. You know. Actually, Carl, I wouldn't bury the cables. I would actually, what I would do is I would use garden hoses and put the network cable in the garden hoses, and then just stake the garden hoses down. That's all I would do. Nothing serious. And some places put some conduit, but mostly garden hoses. So, you know. And then make and then stake the Zika tents down though. Like take the, you know, actually I've got one I haven't even built yet in the garage that I bought, but actually, you know, make them permanently so they can't be blown away like last year. Finding them in the what you call it, in the Magoon because the wind caught them at night. So. I'm hoping, Susan, that the store pays off way before that, or because I can't wait till summer. And it's not summer, it's not spring, it's summer, basically, because we're not going to have anything here till the end of end May 21st, June 1st type stuff. For things we have little feet running around, pitter patter. So, so that's what I'm thinking. Taking the live experience to the next level so that you can see absolutely everything. No screwing around. I mean, no. That way, basically, literally, you could stalk me. No matter what I do here, you'll be able to see me doing something. So, yes, I will be, Vista, doing that, but I'll be doing that next month. It's still January, Vista. You're wiping my life out here, jumping me ahead like this. Once I have all the bills. No. But I haven't done that yet. I'm not even there. I'm focusing on the store. I'm going to get the store happening. No. That is early, Susan. May is early. Still going to use the drone? No. No, I have no intention of using the drone. Can't live stream with the drone, Jake Dale. You've obviously weren't here for that one. Good morning, Gene. I think I'm going to sell my drone. It's sitting in my living room. It's actually in the way. I'm like, I have no use for it. I've never flown it. Honestly, I haven't. I got it, crashed it, sent it back, they fixed it, and then I got it back, and I never fired it up. I have no interest in flying those things. None. Because you can't, well, you can't live stream with it, but you gotta edit. And I have forgotten how to edit. And then you gotta put music or audio. Oh, it's a pain in the butt. I just think it'd be more exciting to have everything wired up so you could, you know, see everything that's going on here. I don't even need to eBay it, Susan. I think I can sell it locally. I know a couple of people are interested in it. I've been approached by somebody who asked me about my drone locally. Oh, I could sell it, because the logs show, like, because those things all are logged. You can see how much they've flown the whole bit. People, whoever loads it up and does the app on their phone and checks, they'll see that it's never. They'll be like, oh, this thing has never been flown. The batteries in there only been charged once. You can't lie with those how much use they've had. They've got all internal logs. So, but I just have no urge, no interest. It doesn't fit the show. It doesn't fit the show. If I could live stream with it, but I can't. If I would have bought the 2 steps up, I could have live streamed with it, because then I would have had the light bridge connection between the controller and the drone, and then I could have used the Wi-Fi connection on my phone to stream. But I didn't know that at the time. But because the phone connects to this one via Wi-Fi, I can't stream. So I can I can get a ladder on the roof of my garage and give me an aerial shot of the lagoon, and we can pretend it's a drone. Well, Susan, it's all time, eh? And right now I'm one man, and I'm just, I just don't have the time. It's sitting in the way in my living room. It's sitting on the table in my living room. It's been sitting there so long, if I move it, you can see the outline of the dust on the table. It's bad. My house is dirty right now, folks. I need to steam clean, and there's no time. Remote control boat I have more use for, with an iPhone Velcro to the front of it, and then I can stream swimming with the ducks. That is going to be happening, folks, because Tom sent me his iPhone 5. I've got an iPhone 5 here, and I'm going to Velcro it to the front of a little radio controlled boat, and we're going to swim with the ducks this year, live. That's absolutely happening. Absolutely, for sure happening. So I think that would be so cool to be swimming with 1,000 or 2,000 ducks, whatever we end up having here. I think it would be. Where you could, you're sitting there and it's like swimming right with them, and they would get used to it. I know they would get used to it, because I've seen them get used to the drone, and they just ignore the drone. They will be afraid of it at first, Virginia. No. But the Wi-Fi tower works perfect for that, so we can stream like crazy from the lagoon for that kind of stuff. So that's what I've been thinking about for the summer, is wiring up everything hardwired, so you can watch everything everywhere. So, but I'm waiting for my internet guy to come back to me, see what he's going to charge me for the bandwidth to run 8 streams at once. If not, I'll be limited to 5, maybe 4 for quality ones. I don't know. I don't know what 5 would be like. Well, Virginia, I'm just trying to crank things up here. I want to take this live streaming to the next level. That's what I want to do. I want to give you a total immersion into what goes on here. So, my current upload, I have 30 up, but it's really more like a solid 25. But it does peak at 30. But you can't work on peak, you got to work on the solid. So I want to do what nobody else is doing, and this is it. Everybody else is, they're doing fancy videos, but I'm lucky. I'm really lucky. Like, folks, to have this kind of internet connection in the bush, like this is unheard of, to have this kind of internet connection in the bush. Like, because like all my neighbors, everybody around me has got crappy internet. I'm the only one that's got this kind of internet. For 8 streams, you need 40 up solid. So that means you need a 50 up connection. So you need a buffer. Always need 20% buffer. So I need a 40 solid, 50 peak up to run 8 streams simultaneously. So the only thing with running this many streams, there's no privacy for Matt. Like literally, like I usually just go to the bathroom anywhere outside. I can't now. I have to like, oh, where's the cameras? Oh, I have to go stand behind something. Oh, it's mega upload, George. I only have 10 down, but I don't care about the down. It's the up that I look for. My neighbors all around me they got like 1 and 2 up. That's all they have. It takes forever when they say, "Oh, we're uploading." It takes forever. Man, oh man, I'm the opposite. Turn the switch on and stand back. Oh. But that's what I'm thinking about this year, folks. I've been keeping that to myself. As soon as I get this internet thing figured out, then I'm going to probably get the Visa card out and make the commitment on the other 4 encoders, because the encoder deal I got from this guy in Vancouver Island, they're $1,600 each, and he's willing to do them for $550 a piece, tax, shipping, everything included. If I take 4 of them, his last 4, he has no more after this. And then I can set up all these streams and we can just stand back. So, but I got to get the store done so that I can get some ad revenue, or get some revenue, in from the store, so I can make the commitment on the Visa card. I don't want to be making the commitment on the Visa card if if we don't have the revenue to cover it, because that's how you get in trouble with debt. No, they're used, Dale. All of them are used. I don't buy new equipment. Everything I buy, except if it's like peripheral stuff, I always buy used. These encoders haven't changed since they came out 10 years ago. It's the same encoder. You buy, like when you buy the new one today, it's exactly the same thing as 10 years ago. These encoders are they're TV. They're from the TV industry, is where they're used for, and they just happen to work on YouTube. So, do a GoFundMe for the encoders. Well, I'm gonna wait, Susan, to find out about the internet speed. Oh, to see what we can get cranked up here. See if we can facilitate this grand idea I have of wiring everything up here. No. Because that is very important. So right now I'm limited, like I said, at 5. No. It seems like a really good deal. It's an awesome deal, Dale. My encoders, all the encoders I have now, other than the Teradek, are all from this guy that I bought used. No, the firmware is out of date. I have to go in and reconfigure them, redo the firmware, update everything, configure them to my situation, and they all work. The odd time, the weather, the extreme cold with the humidity is the only time I've had problems, where I've had to go in. I've had to go in and reboot them. Other than that, they're tanks. They just work. They're so simple. These things are so simple, folks. They don't even have an on and off switch on them. That's how simple they are. They strip down. All they do is encode. They're such rudimentary, basic electronics. Like I said, it's 10-year-old technology that just works. And actually, when I was talking to tech support when I was first learning how to use them and configure them and update them and all that, they told me that they were laughing about the on and off switch added too much money to them. Just an on and off switch was too much money. If you want to turn them off, you have to unplug them. So, 8 streams, am I nuts? Yeah, I am, Eric. I am nuts. Oh, Mindy, imagine, like I got 4 of them already. I bought. Well, I paid $625 for the ones I bought, the 4 I have, because I was buying them one at a time. But like, it's the only way. Like at $1,600 a piece, I wouldn't have 4 of these things laying around. No, I wouldn't. I'm not living the dream yet, Dale. I'm getting closer though. Getting closer. We're getting really close. No. Actually, Virginia, if I wanted to, I could put an on and off switch on the power cord if I really wanted to. If it bothered me. But I'm going to. This is what I'm working on. This is my plan for this year to crank it up so that you are blown away. Because permanent installations for cameras outside are so much easier, folks. It's so much easier. One, for weather, I can actually make it. I don't have to worry about the weather. If I move, the problem is these like the garbage can and the Zika tent and that kind of stuff is keeping the mobility of it is a problem in bad weather. That's the problem, and we get bad weather here in the summertime. So it's like, how do I? If I want to make permanent, it's easier because you can be it can be permanent. You know. Actually, no, Carl. I fixed the Teradek yesterday. It worked yesterday. I know what the deal is. I know what the problem is. Teradek has its place. It's just an expensive niche product. It's for mobility, for high mobility. So I downgraded the firmware to last July's firmware, and it worked perfect yesterday. The stream yesterday was flawless. I watched the whole stream yesterday. That was the problem. So at the hard location, doing a hard location, setting it up, putting a permanent setup so that I don't have to worry about it, and no batteries, no nothing, run power cords, the whole shooting match, man. I'm gonna keep my eye out for the old sales at Crappy Tire and find out, when they have the deals on those extension cords, because the cheapest way to buy the wire is through extension cords and just solder them together to make them long and run it all together. Because you don't need much power to run a camera and an encoder. They only draw like 20 watts of power, so it's like you can get away with like a lot. You can put 300 feet of cord. So I'm thinking about how to crank it up. So another thing too is I need to make sure the cameras on the Magoon are on the other side of the Magoon. They can't be on this side of the Magoon because of the sun reflection. Because you know how last year when I had the camera set up, you get all the glare on the water. The cameras need to be on the other side of the Magoon, so the sun's behind the camera, which will make a huge difference on the streams. You won't get all that glitter on the water and distortion, and as soon as you get the glitter on the water, the cameras don't focus. So then the ducks are all out of focus. So by having the cameras all on the other side of the Magoon, the streams will be crystal clear all the time. So. Oh, a lot less components too, Juanita. Like, put it this way: all there will be a camera and an encoder. That's it. That's all it'll be. It'll be a camera and encoder in some kind of weatherproof shelter that protects the electronics, and it will just run, and you'll see 1080p crystal clear, good sound. It's like it's the ultimate. I've learned enough to do this. I don't even have to figure it out. Twitch, you can only run one stream at a time. The Teradek Jasmine, I downgraded the firmware to last July's firmware. It was the firmware that was causing the problem. Because when I got the replacement unit, it had the new firmware on it last fall. That's why when I got it, it was like doing the beach ball at the Magoon, and then the day I did the call and the sort and everything, and it was all screwed up. It was the firmware. The firmware won't connect to YouTube. There's a problem, and they don't know what the problem is because I'm the only one that's reported the problem. So I downgraded it to last July firmware, which is what I ran on all last year, was on July's firmware. And actually Teradek told me to downgrade to August, but I decided to go back to July because I know for a fact that I never upgraded the firmware to August last year because the thing worked perfect. Never had a problem with the Teradek until we changed it. you know, for the replacement when the LCD screen went on it. So yesterday, I did the live stream Egg Recon um, with the what you call it, with the unit, and it was a perfect flaw. I watched the whole thing myself. I sat here on the screen and I watched the whole thing, 14 minutes of it. And I was like, that is perfect. The picture was perfect. There was no digitalization. There was no audio problems. It was just perfect. It was unbelievable. You hard in Virginia. You know, when I was watching it, it was like if you were watching it live, it would be hard to believe that this guy's walking around live, streaming 1080p like that. You know. So now that I've got it fixed, I can do a lot more stuff with it live, walking around. You know, a lot more stuff. I can do a lot more of the Borg live streaming. You know, and it seems to work better off the tower than it does off the back access point. So I'm going to use it a lot more now that it's fixed. I'm really upset that I went a month and a half with it, you know, not working right. So 5 weeks. It was like, anyways, but that's behind us now. It's fixed. But I'm thinking about this summer on, you know, on how to upgrade the show and give you guys like a total, like, because we know how the ducks scatter absolutely everywhere. So yeah, I got some bridges to build. Yeah, I do, Jack. We're gonna have a busy summer here, busy spring. So I'm not getting ostriches. I don't know where you got that from. I gotta run some little fencing to stop them from going deeper into the bush stuff. Keep them limited in about a 3 or 4 acre area around here, the swamp and that. But I gotta be careful with the fencing because of Doug. It's gotta be something that Doug can deal with, because Doug is he's the protector, and I don't want to have you know, Doug getting hurt with the fence situation. But I'm thinking this year's going to be a lot better. It's going to be awesome, especially with the Magoon. I can't wait till spring, folks, to see how clear the water is there. The amount of water that runs through that thing never stops. I bet you when the ice goes this year, we're going to go over there and it's going to be crystal clear. And you're going to, my God, this is gorgeous. Like, you could go for a swim, you know. Actually, it is actually a nice swimming hole if you didn't have ducks, because the amount of water that goes through there. But it's good that we have so much water going through there, because it doesn't matter how many ducks are in it, because it'll constantly be getting flushed out. It's a score having this much water running through here. I'm more happy than you are, Jasmine, that Pterodactyl's working, because I was at the point, and I told Pterodactyls, I sent them a nasty email telling them I've had it, I'm frustrated, and I'm giving up, and I am going to sell this thing and go use it and just give up on it. And they came back. That's when they came back with you know, their solution on downgrading, and that they really want to make me happy and all that kind of stuff. So, but I had to get upset with them. Like, they were wasting so much of my time doing stuff that I was like, this isn't working. I can't do this. They'd say, do this test. I can't, man. It won't stay connected. You can't do a test. It can't stay connected. Anyways. The amount of water that's flowing through that place, man, on the Magoon, I'm blown away by it, actually. But my property, when I bought it, I got the original survey from 1935, and there was a full-blown creek on the survey, big enough that it showed on the survey. They actually show the width of the creek on the survey, and it's like, but in somewhere in the 40s, they redid the highway, and the creek disappeared after they did the highway. It got pushed underground. So there's always been mega water running through this property, always. And now we are harnessing it, you know. Totally harnessing it. And we know ducks and water. And you know, I'm going to put a feeding station over there so that the ducks can It'll be non-stop action, man. Non-stop action. We already know ducks in water. They go all day. They go all day. That's the one thing about it. You know, you get enough, you get enough, what you call it, enough camera set up over there. It won't matter. It'll be non-stop action, non-stop. It will be. I'm so excited about what's coming this year. No. Lester, I just said about the fence. You went away, Lester, and then came back and asked a question that I just talked about. No. If someone gave me an ostrich, I want penguins. I don't want an ostrich. Yeah, you go surfing and then come back and ask questions. That's how you trigger me, Lester. You're doing good here this morning. No. I need a bench. I need a proper bench, proper chair set up. Something that the ducks can't get onto, so that I have a clean place to sit. So we got some upgrading to do at the Magoon, so we can enjoy them. I'm really looking forward to a lot of ducks on the Magoon this year. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be cool seeing the little guys going to the Magoon when they're really, really small and tiny. You know, like. Be neat to see. You know what would be really neat is to see like 1,000 yellow little guys swimming around. No. No. But I'm gonna go. What time is it? Yeah, it's full night. It's late already. 9:30. I gotta get my act together here, folks, because I gotta get some food into me. I gotta wash up the eggs, get ready, everything ready for the food bank. I'm gonna go outside, and I don't know what's gonna happen here with the weather situation, because it's what's the weather here right now? Oh, it's still 22 below wind chill. Oh man, the wind today is bad. They're saying it's not going to warm up till noon. Well, I guess I got to get my stuff done here this morning, and then I'm going to go to the food bank. They open at 3, so I'll probably go there just before 3, and then once I get the barn and the building cleaned out, then put them back in. I don't know what I'm going to do today as far as computer work's concerned, because I'm really tired. I'm tired today. It's been a brutal day, or brutal week, and last night, you know, the old 12:30. You know something? I just put my glasses on. At 300%, is the browser ever clear? All right, folks. I'm gonna say goodbye, and I will be doing an egg food bank run video for you. I will be doing that with the old pivot heads where they're in the back. I got pivot heads. We'll be doing the pivot heads. It's too bad I couldn't do that live, but I don't have a cell deal to do that, so I can't. So, yeah, I'm gonna do the other streams. I'm gonna put them up right now. So, it's gonna happen. As soon as I say goodbye, I'm gonna start the other streams just for you. All right? So I'll see you later. And I hope you enjoyed my chat on my plans of what I'd like to, my aspirations of what I would like to do for the summer here. I really think it'd be cool to have this many ridiculous amount of streams running. I think it would. So I'm going to say goodbye. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.